you for the address on this piece of paper, Fernandez. What is the address?
Kempson. Mr. Bernard Kempson. 23 Tudor Close, Watford.
Would you read the address on the envelope, please, sir?
Mr. Bernard Kempson, 23 Tudor Close, Watford.
Thank you very much.
Jimmy, come on, we're finishing. Call the next act.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now for a feat of mind power that only the great Fernandez is capable of doing. He will now prove that the power of the mind is not only from one mind to another, but far greater. I have here one 6-shot revolver and one cartridge. Blank, of course. I'll hand the gun and cartridge to one member in the audience. And if that person would be kind enough to place the cartridge in the chamber of their choice, I will take the gun and aim it at Fernandez. Then Fernandez will show us on which chamber the gun will fire. Would you load the gun, please, madam? Thank you. Thank you. Are you ready, Fernandez?
Yes, I am.
On which chamber will the gun fire?
The gun will fire on 3.
He said he would kill me.
Who said?
He said...
Have you got sixpence left? Try.
Use desk? Barry Jones, please. Oh, Barry, it's you. It's Jeff. Jeff Randall. Listen, I've got a hot one for you. It just happened, right here in the theater.
Well, they've been out for 8 hours. Yes.
Yes.
Hold
Yes,
on,
I know the
I'll
act.
find out. Okay.
How long? In the chest. he die immediately?
No, he took about 3 minutes to die. I was. No, I was the last person to speak to him.
I'll let you know if I can use it.
No, he isn't. We'll just have to wait. There's nothing I can do about it.
Look, Jeff, let's get to his last words.
There's no one here at all.
Yes. He said he
Yes.
would kill me.
That's right. No, he never got that far.
Okay, Jeff.
Yes.
Thanks for the tip.
All right.
I won't forget it.
As long as your accountant doesn't forget. Okay, Barry. Look forward to the post. Ciao.
Well, did you get your blood money?
No, stay.
Or what do you expect, making money from a dead man?
Well, it's easier than making a living from a live one. Anyway, the rent's due.
We should have stayed in there as witnesses.
That's right. When you've got information to give relevant to a murder inquiry, you come and give it to us. Papers.
Well, you know me, Inspector. Only too happy to...
That's the trouble, Randall. I do know you, and I wish I didn't.
Oh, flattery, Inspector, will get you everywhere.
Don't try them with me, Randall. This is no joke.
I know it isn't. Now, if you just listen to me...
No. You listen. What do you think we're here for? Help our ladies across the street to find lost dogs? The police force is understaffed and underpaid, and we welcome help from the men in the street. Thank goodness not all the public behave like you. Why didn't you come to us with that information? I'll tell you why you didn't, Randall. Because you wanted the £5 or £10 the paper paid for the story.
Well, I've come to you now.
Oh, no, you haven't. We sent for you. And if you'd told us last night what had happened, we could have made an arrest that much sooner.
Oh, so you've made an arrest?
We have. We're holding Frank Townsend, alias Abel, for the murder.
So what are you worried about?
Because you should have stayed at the theatre as a witness, and you know it. But you wanted your blood money.
Let me tell you something, Inspector. I think you're wrong. I was there. I saw Abel's face as Fernandez lay dying. And it was not the look of a murderer.
Get out of here, Randall. Go back to your divorce cases before I use my brain to make a charge stick on you.
Jeff. He doesn't like you, you know. The inspector.
Feelings mutual.
But he's right, Jeff.
So he's right. I've got a living to make, Marty. I've got expenses. The rent's due. And Ginny depends on the business.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Then what are you moaning for, Marty? After all, you're the first one to worry about Jeannie. You wouldn't want anything to go wrong with her, would you? Marty, I know what I'm doing, I think. Anyway, I'm going to find out who killed Fernandez. I'm certain it wasn't Abel.
Where do we start?
Where it happened, at the theater.
Excuse me, young man, but I talk to them too, you know, all the time. Especially the male.
You mean you could talk to Marty?
Oh, so that's his name. Hello, Marty. Hello, Daddy. Oh, what a nice boy you are. Oh, you must eat up all your dinner, every bit of it, Marty. Yes, come along.
What, another? You haven't given him a chance to get cold yet. Over there.
I want to see the manager.
You'll have to take your turn. Go and sit over there.
What's your line? I said, what's your line?
This and that?
Which do you do best, this or that? You don't stand a chance, friend. We've entertained the crowned heads of Europe. You're up against talent. Talent.
You're auditioning?
A formality, friend. This is a tough house. If they don't like the acts here, they shoot them. And that's not all.
Who's first?
It's a dead house! A dead house!
Take a card.
Tell him you know it, Jeff. I know it.
You do, eh? Well, you show me.
Take a card. Look at it.
Hello, Jeff. He's cheated. 4 of hearts.
It's the 4 of hearts.
Okay. Next.
He's talking to you.
Well, what do you do?
Tell him you're a mind reader.
I'm a mind reader. No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. You want to find out who killed Fernandez?
Well, are you or aren't you?
Yes, I'm a mind reader.
Some sort of mind-reading act.
Come on, Jeff. Come on. Give him the patter.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give you a demonstration of mind reading.
Was he alone?
Must have been. There's no one with him.
I've never seen a mind reader without an assistant.
True, true. Perhaps you, sir.
What was that?
Would you like to take something out of your pocket? Anything of your choice, a letter, money, anything.
It's a driving license, Jeff.
A driving license will do fine. Now, would you open the license, sir, and look at the number? Concentrate on the number.
And the number is 1131936.
And the number is coming. The number is 1131936.
And the name is Lang.
Mr. Lang, correct?
Yeah, that's very good.
Good? It's impossible.
Now, let me give you another one.
Hello, Jeff. He's writing. £5 says he won't get this.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, sir, if you'll concentrate on the board. It's coming. Yes. And you lose your bet. £5 says I will get this.
What's your name?
Jeff Randall.
Jeff Randall.
All right, Jeff. Wait on the side.
Thank you.
What do you think?
I don't know how he does it.
I think he's the best I've ever seen.
He's great.
Well, how did we do?
Well, I think I impressed them, but you'll have to work on your presentation a bit, Jeff.
I'll do that when I've got the job.
That was pretty good as a demonstration, Randall.
Thanks. Goes better with an audience, of course.
Tell me, where were you working?
Tell him you were studying in India. That'll get him.
As a matter of fact, I was studying in India.
India?
Meditation, yoga, all that sort of thing.
Oh, sure, sure. Good all right.
Yeah.
Well, the spot's yours if you want it.
I want it.
Good. Can you start tonight?
Sure.
Mark, draw up a contract.
Money, Jeff. Ask him about the money.
Mr. Lang, we haven't mentioned money.
Oh, well, no, well, I was thinking of,
It's not enough.
Not enough.
You really can read minds. Okay, double it. It's a deal?
Deal.
Wait here a minute, I'll find you a dressing room.
Ta. Well, how much are we getting?
How would I know? I'm not a mind reader.
"24 hours ago, you brought me to this theater to see a mind-reading act. The mind reader was murdered, and now you're taking his place.
It only happened in the movies, eh?
Jeff, what's it all about?
The police have Abel on a charge of murder, and I don't think he did it.
What makes you so sure?
Well, you saw his face when he looked down at that body. Did he look like a man who'd just killed his partner?
Oh, he did look a bit shocked. So that's why you're here. You think it's someone in this theater.
It's got to be. If Abel didn't do it, someone here must have. Somebody got to that gun and fixed it. It's the only way it could have been done. And the only place they could have got to it.
Is in this theater.
Right. Next thing we need is a motive.
Jeff, how are you going to get away with it?
Get away with what?
Well, the mind-reading bit.
The mind. Oh. Well, it's all fixed, you see. The manager's in on it. He's hired me to find the real murderer.
Yes, but...
Don't worry about it, Jeannie. I'll explain it all later.
How much are we getting?
Pardon?
For the act.
Well, I haven't fixed a fee yet.
Jeff Randall hasn't fixed a fee.
Well, it's all a bit difficult at the moment.
5 minutes, Mr. Randall. They're a tough lot tonight.
Thanks.
Well, time to meet our public. And on your dressing room, they hang a star.
Be careful, Jeff. If you're right, there's a murderer here somewhere.
Well, I'm in no danger.
Well, how do you know that? He might have a mission to wipe out all mind readers.
See you later, Jeannie. Enjoy the show.
Will do. I forgot. Good luck.
Thanks.
3 minutes, stand by on stage.
Well, what are you going to say?
I've forgotten. Come on, Marty, and stay close. I've got butterflies in my stomach.
Good luck, Mr. Randall.
Thanks, Snow.
You have a stage between, 9 and 10. And the girls at 10.
I thought you were going to stay close.
You're nervous.
Well, aren't you?
I can hardly die a death, can I?
Have you found anything out yet?
Nothing that helps. Fernandez and Abel have been working together for about 6 years.
I hope we find a lead soon.
We might get one after your act.
How do you mean, after the act?
But once they see you on that stage, without an assistant in the audience, they're going to think you really can read minds.
Well?
Well, the murderer will either avoid you...
Or what?
Kill you.
Stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have great pleasure in presenting the greatest mind reader in the world, Jeff Randall.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight you have heard our singers, seen our dancers, and laughed, we hope, with our comics. But now I'd like to turn to a more serious note. The mind, ladies and gentlemen, the power of the human mind.
Very good, Jeff, very good.
I want you to transmit your thought waves to me so that I may read them. But for this, I need your fullest concentration. Now, I will need a volunteer. Just one person, please. Just one to stand up. You, sir?
No, never mind. You, madam.
You have a handbag with you. Would you open it?
Take something out. Anything you like.
Jeff, we're in trouble. She won't open her hand.
You're not concentrating, madam. Look at the object.
It's an earring, like the one you gave Jeannie in lieu of salary, only this one's gold.
I think I've got it. It's an earring, and it's gold, and it has a pearl on the end of it, right? Would you hold it up and let everybody see it? Thank you. Someone else?
You, sir.
It's a letter, Jeff. Addressed to Mr. John Turner, Barnes Road, Ealing.
Concentrate on what you have in your hand. A letter. And the address is Barnes Road, Ealing. Thank you, sir.
What's the date of the postmark?
The date is blurred. No, the date is the 29th. The postmark is blurred.
Hey, that's a good act up there. That Randall fellow must really be able to read minds.
Read minds? Huh.
Well, how did he do it then?
Well, I don't know. I suppose he's got some plant in the audience.
If he has, it's costing him more than he's earning. He's been through a third of the audience already.
got a good act, Jeff. Now tell me how it's done.
If I told you, Barry, you'd never believe me.
Oh, don't give me that stuff about being a mind reader. I've known you too long, Jeff.
Well, strictly off the record. I'm working for the management. It seems there's some doubt whether Abel did it or not.
I see. That would account for Nelson not charging him yet.
He hasn't charged him, then?
No, they're still looking for the woman who put the bullet in the gun. So far, no luck.
Nelson thinks she's got something to do with it, does he?
Well, it seems that Fernandez and Abel had a pretty regular routine. Whenever they did the shot-firing act, Abel used to position himself at the right-hand side of the 7th row of the main aisle.
I see. The woman could have known that. The plot thickens.
Look, I came here on a murder story, and now I find that the kid I used to be at school with is a mind reader. Jeff, if you do crack this case, promise me you'll let me have the story first, and I'll keep out of the way. And for good measure, I won't let Nelson know where I got it from.
You tell Nelson you lose a source of information, and I get 3 years hard, mate. Come on.
Only 15 minutes, girls. Here he is.
What's up, Jeff?
Cheerio, Barry. Lovely to see you. Thanks, Snowy.
You were great, Jeff. Certainly fooled me. How did you do it?
Everyone wants to get into the act. Come on. I'll buy you a cup of tea next doors. Hello, Mark. What do you meet a friend of mine, Jean Hopkirk?
How do you do, please, Mark?
Our stage manager. Would you like another cup of tea?
No, not for me. I have to get back.
I won't be a second.
You in the business?
No, I'm just visiting.
He's a talented fellow.
Yes, he is.
Known him long?
Jeff, how long have I known you?
What, about 50 years?
Oh, you don't know Kim, do you, Jeff?
No. Hello.
Hi. Kim does the choreography, the routines, all the girls.
If what I hear about Jeff is true, you don't need to tell him anything.
The act seems to have fooled everyone.
There's always a trick. Don't worry, Jeff. I'll see it.
If you do, it's not me who'll be worried.
I love your act. How do you do it?
With mirrors. Do I always go on after you?
Yes, unless someone's sick. Then we have to double up. Excuse us, we haven't got long.
You saw it then. Fernandez getting shot, Herman.
Yes, it was terrible. He was such a nice man.
A nice man? That's what you think. You ought to ask Gloria. She can tell you a thing or two about Fernandez.
Gloria.
Gloria Marsh, the star of your show. Mind reader.
There is nothing that you can do. Baby,
Where have you been? Dinner. Where's Jeannie?
I sent her home.
You can't eat. I know, Jeff, but I can't break the habit. I like sitting at the table.
Where'd you go?
The Savoy.
And with whom did you dine?
The Prime Minister.
I'm glad I didn't miss that number.
Oh, you're the new act.
That's me.
Oh, I missed it tonight. I'm sorry. Everyone tells me you're very good.
I was lucky.
Well, you must stay lucky.
I intend to. No guns in the act.
That wasn't funny.
You're not upsetting the star.
Just a joke. Perhaps a bad one.
Gloria's allowed to show a little temperament.
Tell me, how well did Gloria know Fernandez?
They were both in the show.
That's not what I mean.
I know you didn't. But I don't make trouble for anybody. Not even Gloria.
Any news? Yes. But what if they charge him? He's innocent. Well, I'm not so sure.
Neither am I.
Yes. Yes, I suppose you're right. No, I've never heard of Randall.
I'm Hopkirk.
And you've no idea who she was talking to?
Jeff, I've been jumping about like a lunatic. I mean, even a ghost can't be in two places at once.
Marty, we've got to find out more about Fernandez.
His boots.
Nice act, Mr. Randall. I watch them all. I've never seen a better one than yours.
Thanks, Snowy.
Have I tried doing this?
You mean the ponies?
Now, if you could pick them.
I've tried, it doesn't work.
Silly.
Snowy, I found these on the shelf in my dressing room. Someone must have left them.
Well, this must be poor Mr. Fernandez's, or Abel's. I'll put them down in the storeroom along with the rest of their stuff.
Right. This storeroom, Snowy, if I gave you some of my things, could you put them down there? Where is it exactly?
It's right underneath the stage. You let me have them, I'll put them down for you.
I'll do that. Thanks, Snowy.
Has anyone seen Jeff Randall?
I saw him in the cafe some time ago.
Maybe he's too big for the finale.
Come on, Mark. Jeff? Well, he's not here. I can see that. Well, find him. I want to know why he was in the finale.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I turned my back. Next thing I knew, the whole lot came down on me.
Did you see who did it?
Not exactly. But before I passed out, I thought I saw a woman, her legs.
You've got a one-track mind. Did you find anything?
Yeah. These.
What are they?
Hello. Hey, Marty, look at this. Yesterday, in the Wendover Registry Office, the wedding of Ronay, the magician, took place. His bride, 21-year-old Gloria Thompson, is the girl disc jockeys predict will be a #1 hit when her LP Lover is released next month.
What date is that?
March 1961. And this came from Fernandez's trunk. So Ronay must have been Fernandez.
Gloria Thompson could be Gloria Marsh.
You're right. That's Gloria Marsh, all right, and this time she gets top billing. Gloria Thompson and her husband, Mr. Ronay, today attended the inquest of Peter Milton. Mr. Ronay was driving the car that struck Mr. Milton on the 10th of July. Mr. Ronay was exonerated from blame, and the verdict of accidental death was recorded by the coroner. Well, they kept that quiet, all right, same as the wedding.
That wasn't too difficult. Look at the ad underneath.
Trelawney's best restaurant in Melbourne. Australia.
Let's have a look at Gloria's legs.
Look, Marty, I'll handle this. You jump around, see if you can find a lead.
What was he doing?
What was who doing?
Oh, I thought you were someone else. What do you want?
To apologize for what I said earlier. I didn't realize Fernandez was such a close friend.
What's that supposed to mean?
What are you worried about, Miss Marsh? Frightened I ain't going to look into your mind?
That's just for the public.
You don't believe the act?
You forget, I was married.
To a mind reader.
Who are you?
A mind reader. Mrs. Ronay. Why didn't you tell the police Fernandez was your husband?
Because we were married in name only.
Nevertheless, he was your husband.
I don't have to answer your questions.
And if you really can read minds, you'll know he wasn't an ever-loving husband.
So why didn't you divorce him?
He wouldn't let me. He liked to make me suffer. Oh, well, about a month after we were married, I found him with one of the chorus girls. Well, I broke that up. And a week after, there was another one. And so on and so on.
I still don't understand why you didn't divorce him.
His act was never the best of box office. My records, well, the royalties were good.
You paid the bills. You had grounds to divorce him. What did he have over you?
I wanted to be free. I have a life to lead, right from the day of the...
The car crash?
Oh, I knew we'd be found out.
Who's we? Come on, if you don't talk, Abel's going to be convicted of a murder he didn't do. Who killed Fernandez? Don't you see? Whoever killed him can't stop now. You could put him in prison for life.
Not me. Oh, no. Oh, no.
So, who killed her?
I don't know, Marty. Don't know. I turned my back again. But we were right. She is. I mean, she was. In it up to her pretty little neck. Did you find out anything?
Not a whisper. Do you think she could have been your pair of legs?
I wish I knew. Anyhow, there's someone with 2 murders against them now.
She must have thought she was safe with her accomplice.
How can you feel safe with a...
With a murderer?
Exactly. But if that murderer was your lover, you might feel safe then. Fernandez wouldn't let her go. She paid the bills, but he wouldn't give her a divorce. So he must have had some hold over her.
Something to do with the car crash?
Yeah, I mentioned that. She didn't like that one little bit. She'd been content to let things go on as they were all this time. So she must have had a good reason for going along with the killing. And I think that reason was that she wanted to marry someone else.
And that someone talked her into murder?
She could have done it. I'm sure it was a woman who clobbered me downstairs, but you said she was talking to someone on the telephone.
And it was a woman who put the bullet in the gun for Abel.
We're getting warm, Marty. We're getting warm.
Talking to yourself, Randall? If you don't mind, Mr. Lang. So you're saying it's a crime of passion?
Well, it started off that way with the death of Fernandez. He was killed so Gloria could be free. Then I started asking too many questions. And if I got the answers, no Gloria and prison. So, the murderer has to make a decision. Freedom or Gloria. He chose freedom.
Why didn't he kill you when he killed Gloria?
Time, Inspector, time. He only had seconds to do it. She was a witness or an accessory, so she had to go. I'm just a nosy Parker. And without Gloria, I come to a dead end.
He's right. Give the boy his due. He's working well.
Where are these cuttings?
He's holding out on you, Jeff. Snowy told him he saw a woman coming out of Gloria's room. He didn't know her, but he's seen her once before. So he goes over, knocks on the door, no answer, goes inside, and there's you, spark out, unconscious.
Randall, I'll go along with this, up to a point. From then on, you go back to amateur status. That's all now. But don't leave the theater. Oh, and just one more thing, Randall. How'd you do it?
Do what?
The mind reading.
Oh, that's for real. For instance, Snowy called you here. And you know I didn't do it. Because he told you that when he saw the woman come out of the room, he opened the door, and there I was, unconscious.
So, what do we do now?
I don't know, Marty. Your guess is as good as mine.
We could just back out and let the police handle it.
Marty, you know I like to finish what I start.
Well, nobody's paying your fee.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm getting for the act more than covers that.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Look, I'm going to see Snowy. Why don't you jump about and let's hope you're in the right spot at the right time.
We know the murder's in the theater.
Right. And sooner or later, somebody's going to see something.
Meaning what?
It's a small company, Marty. Everybody knows everybody else. The net's closing in. The killer's struck twice, and he'll go on striking. He's got nothing to lose now.
So everybody's in danger?
Everybody. Just need someone to open the wrong door and see something they shouldn't, and... You never saw her before that day?
Never. But she knew her way about all right. Walked in here as bold as brass.
Do most people get on with Gloria?
Well, she didn't have a lot to do with them, you know. She always seemed preoccupied somehow. You'd talk to her and she'd walk right by you.
Do you have any particular friends?
No, not really.
What about Mark? Did he see much of her?
Not more than the others who worked with her.
How about Kim, the choreographer? Or, Ken Woodville?
Now, Ken Woodville, she didn't like. They had rows about the sets. Also, Kim, he arranged all the routines, you know. They rehearsed most mornings together.
Oh, Snowy, you forgot the sugar.
Yeah. How is it now?
Could do with a drop more milk.
You're out for the fill.
What's going on?
Somebody likes dropping things from the rail.
They're not up there now.
Not a sign of anybody up here, sir.
Did you recognize her, Randall?
How could I? I only got a glimpse. Not even that. I only said it could have been a woman.
She must be pretty fit to move around up there at that speed.
A dancer.
Snowy, what happened?
She hit me. She hit me right in the stomach.
Which way she go?
I'm not sure. Downstairs, I think.
You all right? Don't let me turn my back this time, Nelson.
He's not been dead long.
Like I said, Inspector, murder does snowball.
Thank you.
Well, Doctor?
We can move her to the hospital.
Yes, but how is she?
Unconscious. I think she'll be in a bad state of shock when she comes round.
She can tell us who the murderer is, Doctor. Isn't there anything you can do?
Is there a chance she might die?
The moment she has more chance of dying than living.
I'll get the ambulance men in, Randall. I want a word with the doctor.
Right.
Now, Doctor, one or two things I'd like to ask you.
Okay, fellas. About time. Where have you been?
Resting. I've been on my feet all day.
Well, it's just a fine time to do it. Listen, Kay's going to the hospital. You stay with her. If she talks, I want to know what she says as well as the police.
All right, Jeff. What about you?
Well, I'm staying here, like everyone else.
Come on, Randall, I need your help now.
Oh, come on, girls, right away.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to have to keep you here so late, but as you know, another murder has been committed in this theater tonight. I know the killer is still on the premises. My men haven't let anybody out. So, with the help of the innocent ones, and with the help of Mr. Randall here, I hope to discover the identity of the murderer. I say with the help of Mr. Randall because, as you know, he has a gift of looking into people's minds. I want everyone on the stage in 1 hour's time. Is he here yet?
Yes, sir. They're bringing him in through the stage door now.
Right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to reenact the last performance of Fernandez and Abel. I would like to know, in turn, the place each of you occupied at the time of the killing. Townsend, or Abel, if you prefer it, you take up your position first. All right, Randall, as you're also a mind reader, you can take the place of Fernandez for us. You always go to the 7th row in this part of your act, Abel?
Yes, sir.
Why do you suppose that is, Mr. Fernandez?
Blast.
Blast.
Yeah. You see, when someone has a blank cartridge in a gun, and they know it's relatively harmless, then they can aim it directly at the object he's supposed to be aiming at without any fear. Now, in this case, Abel was supposed to kill Fernandez. So knowing he had a blank cartridge in the gun, he aimed it straight at him. You see, it's my guess when they first tried this trick that sometimes the wadding and cordite from the blank cartridge still reached Fernandez.
So they determined the 7th row was a safe place to fire the shot from?
Yeah.
So we're back to the mysterious lady in the 7th row.
And she's the one who put the real bullet in the gun.
But Abel gave her the cartridge.
You know, palming's not difficult, especially for someone connected with show business. Well, give me the gun, Inspector. 2 cartridges. Right. I give 1 cartridge to you. You're Abel. You have the gun. I still retain 1 cartridge, which on the night was live. Okay? You give me the gun with the chamber open. And 1 cartridge. I take the cartridge with the right hand. I show you the cartridge between the index finger and thumb. I move the cartridge towards the chamber. As I do so, my right hand is masked by my left. As it is masked, I change the bullet, close the gun, give it back to you. And I still have the original cartridge in my hand.
If you're right, Randall, and I think that you are, then our woman in the audience and the woman we've been chasing around this theater are one and the same. Right, let's start with you, Mark. Where were you when Fernandez was shot?
I was standing in the wing.
Anyone with you?
No, I don't think so.
Anyone see Mark standing in the wings?
He was there, all right. I saw him from the office.
Go and stand where you were, Mark. You were in your office, Snowy.
That's right, sir.
Back you go, then. Dancers. Where were you?
We were all in the dressing room.
All together? Well?
Yeah, we'd just done the costume change for the next number.
Back you go to the dressing rooms, then.
Wait a minute. The choreographer, Kim. Where's Kim? Have I been processed?
Processed? You're in hospital, Jeff.
I'll see you later, when you're alone, Jeff.
Did they get Kim?
Yeah, they got him.
You should rest, Jeff.
Oh, we can rest in a minute. I've got to make the middays.
He's only just regained consciousness.
It's all right, Jeannie. How did you know it was Kim?
I didn't. It was just luck.
Oh, come on, you can tell me. I won't breathe a word to Nelson.
I've got nothing to tell you, Barry. Like I said before, it was just luck.
How do you feel, Randall?
No better for seeing you. What happened?
Got Kim locked up all nice and cozy. He made a full confession. It seems he and Gloria met 3 years ago on tour. They fell in love and he wanted to marry her. In the end, she told him she couldn't because she was already married.
Why didn't she get a divorce?
Ah, that's where there was a fly in the ointment. One night, Fernandez and Gloria left the theatre at Melbourne. Gloria had a few drinks and she was driving. She knocked over a man and killed him. Fernandez saw his golden opportunity, said that he was driving, went to court, and got off. So, Fernandez had her where he wanted her, for as long as he wanted her. Had as many girlfriends as he liked. Whenever he wanted money, Gloria simply wrote him a check.
So, she told Kim the story, and Kim thought it would be nice to take Fernandez's place.
Is that the lot?
Except for Kay the dancer. She's going to be all right. Yeah, that's the lot.
Good. And I can make the middays after all.
I'll see you later too, Jeff, when you've had a good rest.
You going through Fleet Street, Inspector?
Could do. Look in and see me when you fit, Randall.
Certainly.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Join me?
What have you got? Oh, thanks, Jeff. I'm having lunch out.
At the palace, I suppose.